Welcome to the third episode of my adventure as Arisen. The story starts to get interesting and you'll see the first upgrades to weapons and armor. Fights become more difficult, so the support of the pawns becomes more and more important. As usual, I'll be using the fabulous path tracing, Reshade and the 2 texture mods, all in HDR. Of course you will find all the links below. Enjoy.
Equipment's coming.
Naught compares to a real battle.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
It's a thankless job, this.
These old bones grow weary.
I suppose I could use a moment to catch my breath.
Townsfolk won't attend a stale performance.
You don't know a town till you've met its people.
What delights might there be to find in town today?
My legs are stiff as
Almost
boards
wish
after
aught would
training.
happen to shake things up.
Now where was I found again?
To polish up my gear for tomorrow.
Best get to work.
I'll put a price on it.
These writings could be of import.
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
All the best tapes. Travel
Just got to be in the thick of things, me.
sounds to make its ways, as they say.
Something does.
Some might find cleaning tedious, wasting their time.
Welcome.
Wonder if anyone knows about this training.
Time, this place.
This hustle and bustle puts me right up.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Look at the crowd.
I hope the weather holds.
At your left. Tarry too long and the breeze grows stale.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, your majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. There were
Off we go then. There are beasts to be slain.
I foresee naught but success on the path that lies ahead.
Wish I could go on an adventure. This place is lovely. I might stay a while.
You've come! Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop...
I'm all for camping, but solid walls are a joy that can't be beat. And ours for a full week at no charge. What a steal.
It's no great shock to me.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
Coin about, enough to make me rich.
Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own right.
The sun may have fallen, but the day is far from over.
Step lively. A journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
Shall we get underway?
Ah, now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
I'm still waiting on that report.
Really now, what do you
Goblins approach!
have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness? Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft things for you in my spare time.
Though our paths diverge here, it surely won't be long
It'll
ere
be
they
an
can-
honor to serve by...
Don't you go overworking yourself now. Now, listen here. I've... favor to ask. I see how it is.
Fewer burdens certainly makes for smoother travels. I dare say, the spring has returned to your step, Master.
Such a magnificent tapestry of stars.
I suppose 'tis so.
I cannot fault your prowess. Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
We've arrived, just as planned.
Tremendous work!
Our combined might is beyond any foe.
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here. The walls are too close for comfort here. Should we encounter trouble, we would be at a disadvantage.
Let us conclude our business and be quit of this place. There is naught to be gained from lingering.
Goblins, Master!
And leave it to me. I hope you weren't expecting mercy. You'll not live to regret this.
Very well. I shall return.
All done, then?
Splendid. Follow me, Master. Our next task awaits. Come to the nearest location. We were to make for Har village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here.
What bothersome boar put a chest all the way over there?
How might we approach it? Let us proceed to the next location. 'Twould be most efficient to make for our nearest destination first.
Oi, you there! If you're fit to fight, give us a hand. Pray, lend us your aid.
We're in your debt.
Scatter the goblins!
You've a strong arm. The goblins are well routed. It was a simple patrol mission, till we walked into their ambush. I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come along. I pray you'll let me repay the favour, if e'er there's a chance.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
Over here, if you would.
Then I shall remain by your side.
I have nothing further to add. There is no shortage of beasts that need culling in this.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Let us proceed to the next location. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? We were to make for our village, as I recall. It is not far from here.
Here we go again.
I don't suppose begging for a reprieve would get us far with one of this lot.
By your leave. Come, I'll lead the way.
we ignoring the enemy today?
But methinks I can manage for the time being. I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
Perhaps fortune has deigned to aid us. At last.
Oh, you've come to a dangerous place. Scaly beasts make this their den. We've been dispatched to cull them. A small force ventured inside, though I've seen neither hide nor hair of them since. I'll not stop you if you wish to explore, but don't look for my aid if...
Pray, follow me. Keep your ears pricked. Our foes might betray themselves with the slightest sound.
Pray speak up, should you notice aught amiss.
Fine. There's a haze over my eyes. Can anyone hear me? We need help. I don't want to fall here.
Damn blizzard! Is this where I'm to draw my last? I'm sonnet!
Prepare yourself. You have my protection.
I am in your debt, sir. Thanks to your valor, I shall live to fight another day.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here. Follow me, Master. Our next task awaits. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? We were to make for Har village, as I recall. 'Tis not... not far from here. Over here, if you would.
It seems to me we'll find some rare materials here.
Well, well, that's quite a discovery. Saurians, there!
Ice attacks work wonders against their ilk.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
You're not one of ours. Have you come to say, forgive me? I cannot... Would you aid me in reaching the entrance?
Shall we report this development to Captain Brandt? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step saved my boat.
An obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force.
Ranged attacks are my specialty, Master. Shall I assist?
Pray, follow me.
Come to think of it, adventuring is toilsome as 'tis, and yet you do it with a laden pack. I cannot but admire your strength.
Oh, pay me no mind. 'Tis one of a servant's many privileges to be entrusted with such articles of value.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Here we go again.
You've a knack for drawing the enemy, Arisen.
I am well aware of these techniques.
I'll get that for you. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Seems I've drawn the short straw. Of course, I wouldn't dream of complaining about it.
That was well fought.
Why, thank you, dear. Just a little something to say thank you.
Over here, if you please.
Was this ox cart assailed? 'Tis in a dreadful state.
The work of goblins, mayhap?
We need not shrink from danger. We've the strength to prevail over anything. Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
Do not despair. I'm coming to your aid.
It's vital you remain level-headed. Pray, follow me. This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. Would seem our fight is not yet done.
Fight. To arms.
Very well. I must.
As a matter of fact, Every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
We have arrived.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak? You will want to hear this. 'Tis information of great import. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
What should I get up to
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen grow. Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when and it slips my mind. Pray, take this. 'Tis a symbol of my own gratitude.
We have accomplished what we set out to do. That is laudable in and of itself.
Indeed, you've culled more than your fair share of monsters. I expect tales of your valor will soon be told in taverns.
I concur.